I think after major European leagues, any Champions League, Europa League, Conference League every year, and now prepare what they are called UEFA Nations League. The 2 semi-final games are here: China, Portugal, Germany, and then Yami Adma on Thursday. The Alele Blues of France airborne against the Spanish national team. But prior to that, the conversation, the discussion at what market in the see, who wins Ballon d'Or and on amount for AD Hong Kong. Surprisingly, the discussion has shifted Eddie Free Rafinha for Ballon d'Or. Everybody in Barcelona setup now is preaching for Lamine Yamal. So the young boy, 17-year-old Spanish national Lamine Yamal, and he deserve the accolades. So say both season every near Pobi the Ballon d'Or namana young far or Nemfama Lamine Yamal ahead of even Ousmane Dembele. There are people who are comparing the two. My own former players, said these are the two players. Omujina echo toe to toe say when a bit magic Ballon d'Or next year. So now kwada we heading commandra. Nkoma wo di nyina from Anopoluta stories or dem my any area the am nyina ni say psychological Barca for na prepare this boy and Adiaba PSG need to be very careful the PR mechanism. Now Barcelona for PR the amount kwada friends Lamine Yamal and hardly do you hear Paris Saint-Germain for say omo won ko form so market mo aiding come. The disadvantage is that Barcelona a bigger club as compared to club and friends at PSG. They have former players omo kasa a hold weight more than PSG for the PSG legends. And the other do saying, don't saying a can some a carry weight, but for Barcelona they have numerous of legends as will be about one thing. Now all preach Akabibia it carries water more than the PSG for the now. Once again, Barca a bigger than club and friends at PSG. And at the same time, coefficient will be the free the Spanish Premier League and Urban. I have there was sort of essence the Ubina and free the French League Champions. So I've seen the angle of Barca for the favor. They know that this time around the competition is not between them and Real Madrid and not any other bigger force. Although PSG are the Champions League, but the modern boy, they believe that with their power and so PR very well they will get that nod ahead of club and friends Paris Saint-Germain and Ousmane Dembele. Now last year, Real Madrid and Manchester City are no more discussion until the final day. No beer in this Roger Ballon d'Or. Because in terms of PR, in terms of club value, in terms of bigger brand, Real Madrid for Apples, all those things ahead of club. The first at Manchester City, the Konya road referrals to AJ, and people believe that attitude of Akwada First Vinicius Jr. Now these two players are in terms of attitude. Ousmane Dembele maybe at Borussia Dortmund. Any even Barcelona can make kind of attitude in one. But then the Yenin come up Paris and you never saw who said the Ousmane Dembele and any more Dortmund, Ousmane Dembele and any more Barcelona in terms of the attitude, anyhow or carrying on. Is it the same Ousmane Dembele or Paris and the answer is no. So in terms of CSO be attitude, they got to about it. I believe that Ousmane Dembele was ahead of the other Vinicius opposite last and now the kind of club in terms of who PR and then the man who are open to market on nearby no standing a chance but yenin como season near has Bia said the UEFA Nations League semi-final game about to tell that Ousmane Dembele said and I said Lamine Yamal said more can Dembele bring the match on Thursday we are near the club walk up now let's see something
it seems the club will be our play But Lamine Yamal ahead of Rafinha. But Barca for us very unfair.
Highly unfair. I believe that season, Barcelona play and come projecting a year by Rafinha. The numbers are so significant for Akwada friends of Rafinha. But like I said, and Kofu Chusu almost stand. He's a Spanish boy. He's a young guy. So Pep Guardiola can come with the fans at the age of 17. Nearby players they were Ballon d'Or come near the neck. It shows how special talent are here in the home community. Because of my age, everyone is at the age of 17. Here, Bonko Fodi, no team by the discussion. Why don't they push him along the line? Last year, everyone is paying for a J or more euros. So people will be thinking about that. So just last year, and one young for especially countries now, or if you are not careful, they will look at the popularity or gaining from last year and a convention. Barca is strategic. Now, so all the numbers, any data, now let's be on the screen there. The League 1 2024-2025 season. The ball season, the area appears a winner. I'm the G League 1 ADC. Now, branch your friends Ousmane Dembele, 29 matches and or more in the League 1. Edema club and the PSG or starting with 20 So 1,736 minutes and Abrantin in the league Edema Club, your friend said PSG scoring 21 goals, 6 assists, finally rating in league or rated 7.91. It tells you more than what Abrantin. So he started 20 games, gave you another 29 games, they moved 20 or started, gave you 21 goals plus of 6 assists. It tells you the more than now look at his shot accuracy. 797 shot and emu 21 errors also in goal. And the overall graph and I'm up here at how our positions are Ujina Enya short no and I'm indicating in now the next picture ube rolling at the Atuason Eya Brantia the and so Ede Lamine Yamal. This is Lamine Yamal. 35 matches and on also boy. Koko say 9 goals Enya 13 assists. Onya 8.04 in terms of the rating duels and in Yemana. Mayo Hakama Ediaman. I come here and see he started 31. Out of the 35 games now, when ABOU 2,861 as compared to Abrante first Ousmane Dembele on only minute near 1,000. So clearly, when you are more minutes addition, ABOU more games. Actually, Abrante did Ousmane Dembele, but in terms of goal contribution, any goal involvement, only 9 goals and out of 35 games away. Emu 31 or starting Abrante first Lamine Yamal Enya Edema Barcelona. So clearly the numbers they favors Akwada. Your friends Ousmane Dembele is more than one SN. Yeah, real league, you know. Now so for league Nedin come Makato say when you 9 goals, he played 35. Do find a 9 become that is 22 goals involvement. Yeah. Ousmane Dembele goals then quite 21. Tianon kwa yeah, but now the assist number because in terms of domestically, we need La Liga. That is Lamine Yamal. Yeah. For Club Barcelona. In terms of Abrante first Ousmane Dembele, on also league. So what it means is that league in a pepe. Menuina Obiaji league. Now go to domestic one. Where at the Copa del Rey for Barcelona. Ousmane Dembele also won the Coupe de France for Club at the PSV. So domestically, and more than Lamine Yamal, a boy, any awards or GAB, Ousmane Dembele GB. Edema Club friends at Paris, but in terms of goal involvement, any games will be our way numbers from number of games. Dembele ebo from as compared to Lamine Yamal, but the goal involvement and the contribution. I was so as I friends at Lamine Yamal. So the league in a achievement there, but goals Ousmane Dembele I was so as Lamine Yamal. Let's come to Europe. They enter European performance. The two players, unfortunately for them, our clubs are participating in UEFA Champions League, the elite division of Champions League. Now players are Umunya more goals in Champions League 2024-2025. Top scorers and Rafinha with 13, Show Garansi 13, Robert Lewandowski 11, Harry Kane 11, Lautaro Martinez 9, and then we had Ousmane Dembele 8. 8 goals now also in Champions League. No penalty for Ousmane Dembele. Not a single penalty. And in terms of players on what they were so goals, no. I can friend say Ousmane Dembele in any more goals as compared to Abrante and Lamine Yamal. Let's see the position now. Lamine Yamal in terms of goals. He's been placed 18 position, 5 goals and Unyaye as compared to Ousmane Dembele on 8 goals. Now aside goals, let's come to assist. Assist the same Rafinha Enya 8. Ousmane Dembele is the second player when it comes to assist on the charter who provided 6 assists at my club, including the 2 assists at Unyaye at the grand finale at Boma Paris and LFT trophy. Oh, Lamine Yamal, who Lamine Yamal or what down Hokrampa in terms of assists, no, the modern answer is so generally. League any European Dembele modern more echo so as Abrante and the Ousmane Dembele now and I said Dembele modern more echo so as I correct friends Lamine Yamal. Now let's look at something. Maka achievement any glories are be any domestic any Europe individual awards. Your both season in the year League when energy the best player Ousmane Dembele. Yeah. La Liga best player when and Lamine Yamal. In terms of Europe Champions League best player Ekwadema when
Dembele.
Lamine Yamal young player crown anything and quite from according my desire in terms of Champions League performances. Goal king chart in La Liga when Nigeria
Mbappe
Oko France and when Nigeria Ousmane Dembele. So we every quarters every angler also will be a BB and said never be na podium necessary yen discussing and case we qualifies award no say the performance achievement with the year under review per the stars data any Yamal there is no way you bought Ousmane Dembele there I was saying Lamine Yamal the discussion table because these are 2 players unfortunately for us we come in conform wingers Obi a defender Obi a midfielder and Obi a striker and I can say oh won't fan numbers because Ousmane Dembele a winger. Sometimes he operates as a false number 9. The same thing Lamine Yamal for Barcelona. Of course, for him, Yeah, who is all about the first number 9 rule, maybe I'm from a club and friends about but these are all natural wingers, so all form position, the same work and operating. I think some with the numbers, data, and everything individually will be a season. We run to friends Osman Dembele, I am miles ahead of our correct friends Lamine Yamal, and like I said, a PL and a Barcelona for a start. But I believe that they did not choose the right person. In terms of years, any number could be over team, any according to Usman Dembele, Ako to I believe thank you, Rafinha. But Nipo might choose to air market and the wrong person in my books. But Barcelona, Rafinha numbers, just like this in terms of assists, Rafinha LED Usman Dembele in Champions League. When you come to the goals, the same Rafinha LED Usman Dembele in terms of goals. So I'll call La Liga and where the number of goals are. Rafinha Enyai, he had almost the same goals, 21, just like the Abrantes friends Osman Dembele. So for the numbers, any so-called domestic competition, the Osman Dembele LGB Unyai. So the only idea also Dembele the things that European trophy or no G, but in terms of goals and assists, Rafinha is better than him. But Osman Dembele added the goals and any assists. And it's our G trophy, they provided 2 assists. We need the best player ever Europe this now. So I think the Barcelona players are good, but they are no closer to acquired friends Osman Dembele in the season. Thursday match and our effect. Yes. Wow, we qualify. Oh, fine.
Over calling, none of me bizarre questions, man. Found bizarre questions.
It's you.
Then Nebema Barcelona for overlooking Rafinha. Simon who say, Kuya make big numbers. Say maybe on a qua when Timan Jekran or Bema weight of time. Yeah. Then about Barcelona for nice.
I don't think I didn't catch it. So far last season. Last season, I Barcelona for an Rafinha. Yeah. So last season, now Lamine Yamal, my important performances. Buama Barcelona. I say Spain has let him use ADC on also. The over countries are omo ball no any omo near matse asie ho pa no nkofo na ombeto abo mu fia so omo the popularity na beto aba no when they sit down and look at Adia Lamine Yamal a year from last year oh akwada be last year na ebo ni di kana so he was 16 last year obi edi no nkomo kana asem enti wato nkofo team wa gain that popularity na awon nkofo team so when he is here once again yes oh sa akwada we na last year last year edi no nkomo ban season we so the numbers ne say on na chi interphone what to man for Madrid what dem nkofo etne from now it convinces those people ubenya sa vote ne area for at the same time it's a Spanish boy they want to promote omwanka so mo de upo ompo wi aside kwekwe nyina e bias
one day and obi
and they will love sell last year Spain in Nigeria Ballon d'Or nanka afu ya say atoso 2 times in a row yanya Spain for so edge Ballon d'Or and then akwadani edge
France
I know I'm talking from Spain for no any Barca for the camp akwadani sign 17 years Barcelona for anybody just said for the first time you show be the Ballon d'Or no was 17 years no free Barca so they want those things and they believe that amount for crab say na Dembele with 28 years penini akwada kokura akopra de ona akwada na ya ade abe penini ade ne mfama akwada all those factors come to bear for club friends about and I believe say omo fight lose Barcelona I think because of many in lifetime many Chelsea are 100%
Sancho
say omunja Jadon Sancho emanenko £300,000 a week Jadon Sancho 5 goals 6 assists Chelsea he does not deserve that money.
Now Yamona
you owe him an apology. We were always familiar with his game. We are buying so match against Bournemouth or Bowie matches now carrying a camouflage. Until now on our final match we a goal. So a number of games are a boy. Chelsea bet you £25 million and they are fun as bet you 300,000. Unyanya na just better so they above from. Omonko 50 million from Dortmund no money according to friends guidance. I know what time I can compare and what they bring on Chelsea. But I believe that it is a good business at Chelsea. 5 million compensation to Manchester United. They essentially leave. They have wage bill na imudawa. They have big players. Edouard Mate,
Kwaku virus.